Hi, I'm Chief Gary Sparks with the Douglasville Police Department. Today we want to give you some safety tips concerning traffic stops. Take a look.
So you look in your rear view mirror and see flashing blue lights. What do? Remain calm. Yield to the right and pull your vehicle over into an off-road area that is safe for both you and the officer. Put your car in park. Remove your foot from the brake and turn the radio off. Remain in your vehicle. Have your driver's license readily available for the officer. Keep your hands on the steering wheel, visible for the officer at all times. If you need to retrieve any items from the interior, explain what you're reaching for to the officer and avoid any sudden movements. Rolling the window down completely establishes a level of trust with the officer and allows for ease of interaction during the routine traffic stop. Be courteous and polite. Be cooperative and willing to follow the officer's instructions. During a routine traffic stop, the officer will return to his vehicle to run the tag and driver's license verification and complete a citation if one is necessary. Once the officer returns and approaches your vehicle, whether or not a citation or warning is issued, please remain calm, courteous, and cooperative. Sign the citation acknowledging you agree to appear in court, and do not dispute the citation with the officer. The officer will give you a court date to explain or defend your infraction.
Okay, ma'am. Like I told you, I did clock you at 51 in a 35 mile per hour speed zone. I did issue a citation, okay? This here is going to be your court date. I just need a signature from you stating that you received a copy of this citation, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Here's your driver license.
Thank you.
Along with a copy of the citation, okay? You have any questions or concerns for me?
No, sir.
Okay, well, you have a nice day, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Following these few simple steps will help ensure a safe interaction for both you and the officer.
I hope these few tips help you as it relates to dealing with law enforcement and traffic stops. Not only in traffic stops, but in all encounters with law enforcement. We hope that all our encounters are safe for the citizens as well as for our officers. Again, we want you to be safe, and if you have any problems with the Douglasville Police Department, don't hesitate to give us a call and make your concerns known. I would add that Georgia is a right to carry state, and we hope that if you are carrying, that on these traffic stops and all encounters, please let the officer know that you are carrying. This will ensure your safety and our officers' safety. Thank you, may God bless you, and may God keep our community safe. We are one.
My name is Lauren, and welcome to TV 1061. Join our network and broadcast your film live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your TV show, sitcom, and showcase and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are exciting times that we're in. Traditional TV is but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is on the Roku platform. Roku is an industry leader in internet TV. It has a viewership of 53 million and counting. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and showcasing your movie or show, or interested in coming in as a sponsor or advertiser, please send us your contact information with a brief description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you. Hi, my name is Lauren.
Live from Atlanta, Georgia, TV 61 Live. You know her, you've heard her. She's the unstoppable lady, Dr. Alice Teague.
Hey, everyone. Oh, whoa, what an audience, what an audience, what an audience that we have today. Everyone, welcome to the Dr. Alice Show. And I am your favorite host, Dr. Alice Teague. The Dr. Alice Show is all new. So if you've been tuning into the Dr. Alice Show, continue to tune in. We're going to be having some wonderful things on the Dr. Alice Show. I am going to have the dating game. So those of you who are single, we are going to be having the dating game, and that's going to come up soon. If you want to appear on the Dr. Alice Show or be featured in Spotlight Spectacular, my magazine, audience, let me hear ya. Yeah. All you have to do is call 404-418-4125. Again, that number is 404-418-4125. And we will be glad to feature you and Spotlight Spectacular magazine. If you're a business and if you want to get on the Dr. Alice Show, and if you want your advertising, we have advertising rates going on real special. We will interview you for a whole hour, but you'll also be able to get into my magazine. Again, that number is 404-418-4125. And before I start, I cannot forget my producer, Mr. Felix Washington. Let's give it up to him, you all. Yeah. Without him, I wouldn't be able to produce my show. He has been keeping this show. I've been on the air now almost 4 years, and he's been keeping this show. So I want to thank him from the bottom of my heart. And if you're in the Atlanta area, you need to come and see this play, The Shadow of Greatness. It will be featuring those who should have been in the history book, but they're not in the history book. And it's a Juneteenth and a Black History play. Tickets are on sale at eventbrite.com. You can go directly to my website, www.spotlightspectacularmagazine.com, and purchase your ticket. Or you can go on eventbrite.com and look for The Shadow of Greatness. But you don't want to miss this. We're going to be featuring a whole bunch of stuff at the end. We're going to do a segment with the Motown segment. We're also going to have play Betty Boo, Juneteenth, the Montgomery bus cop. You don't want to miss that scene. Because as you know, that a lady named Claudette Colvin was the one first who gave up her seat for a white woman. So we're going to be displaying that. So you don't want to miss this play. Come on out Sunday, June the 22nd at the new Black Wall Street Market. And it's in Stonecrest. Again, follow me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. I'm all over. Just Google the Dr. Alice Show and you will see it. Or you can go TV 1061 and you will be able to pull us up. My special guest today, we have some financial advocates, and they're going to be talking about how you can invest in your money, what you should do with it, and how you should start saving and investing. And one of it is, the topic is money matters. That is a good topic, money matter. But before we have our guests, I'm going to have all my guests introduce themselves. You're going to be up on the screen as well. Let me hear from my audience. Audience, let me hear from you. Everybody knows that when I do my TV show, I do have a live audience. And then at the end of the show, you will hear my audience again. So when I say audience, they're going to say, all right. And I did. Without any further ado, I want to introduce a good friend of mine, and his lovely wife is here standing by his side, Mrs. Butler, and also Mr. Butler, Mr. Theodore Butler. And I'm going to give him the floor right now. We're going to talk about business. If you're a financial, you want to get in some finance, how to invest. He's going to introduce the ladies that's on the stage over there, and then we're going to ask them some questions. We ask that you call in on the phone so that we can answer some questions on the line as well. So without further ado, audience, let's give it away.
Thank you, Alice, for having us on the show today. My name is Theodis Butler. I'm a newlywed. In fact, on the 30th of this month, I'll be married for 16 months.
Wow, congratulations. Yay!
My wife's name is Linda. I am also a pharmacist. One of the funniest things about that is that as I was growing up, I'm the 11th of 13 kids, and I'm the only one that could not swallow a tablet. So
Wow.
my sibling always teased me about that. I have been a pharmacist for 47 years, and one of the things that I like about it is that I help people on their way back to health. And one of the things that I was doing, I was talking to Betty, and she talked to me about finance. And one of the things about finance, she told me how to build and preserve wealth. And I thought it would be a great idea to
Excuse me, Mr. Butler, let's make sure that your mic is on because I don't think the audience can hear you. So if you can press it on, it is on. Okay, just speak up a little bit louder. Bring the mic a little bit closer to you.
Okay. And one of
Thank
the
you.
things that Betty talked to me about was building wealth and preserving wealth. And I thought about that also. I'm in the process of retiring. And one of the things that I wanted to do is preserve my wealth. And so I said, not only can I help myself, but the people that I know, not only provide them with help, but also provide them with a way to preserve their finance. I have on the show with me today, I have Anita Firm. She's the Senior Field Director. Also, I have Alice Jumper. She's an insurance specialist. I also have Betty Lee Davis. She is an insurance specialist.
Audience,
also.
let's give them a round of applause.
So today, we want to provide to the listening audience a way to build wealth and to preserve wealth.
All right. Thank you for all of that. Now, I introduced all of you all, and I want to say thank you all for participating on the Dr. Alice Show, and my interview with you all was very wonderful as well. I have some questions that came in from the audience prior to the time you was going to schedule to be on the show. And any of your financial advisors can answer these questions, or you yourself can answer it. One of the things that was questioned, what does the phrase "your money matter" means to you personally?
To me personally, money matters mean that we only have a certain amount, and we want that money to last as long as possible. So what we want to do is take advantage of all the opportunity to make sure that it lasts forever.
Okay. The next question, and any of your analysts can answer that. What are some of the biggest myth or misconception people have about money and wealth?
Some misconceptions that people have about money is that when they spend it and make more, it's going to be continuous. They don't think about planning ahead and planning for their retirement. So wealth is built over time. And we have products to position our audience to build their wealth with insurance products.
Okay.
In addition, people also think that because they don't have a lot of money, they are not in a position to build their wealth. And we try to show them that they are. It's just a matter of directing some of the things that you're doing and repositioning it. And when you do that, you'll find that you have more money than you really realize.
Yep, and I'll add also that it doesn't matter how much or what time. It's always a good time to start saving your money. You're not ever too young or too old. There's always somewhere you can jump in and build your wealth. So it's important to pay attention to the wealth principles, building principles, so you can get in the money game.
Now, I understand that, but if this is a teenager watching my show, what advice would you give to them? And then, what is the age people should really start saving? I think, for instance, my dream is to own a boat, and I think I told you guys that story, and that is my dream, and hopefully that is on my bucket list that I will be able to own a boat. But if I wanted to start saving for that boat, and I have done that, I've been, putting money here, putting money there, and I've actually got, I call it a mad money stash, but that mad money stash is in a personal account, so it's not under my pillows or anything like that. But I have been saving money. So can you give us some advice of what age, number one, that a person should start saving, and what should they invest? What's a good thing that they should invest?
Well, I think children should be taught to start saving as young adults. And by age 25, we have a tool called cash value life insurance. That would be a good start because the cash grows over time exponentially in what's called an index. It's called the Index Universal Life Insurance, and you have a crediting interest rate that builds your money over time. So that's what I would recommend.
And even before that, as Betty says, when they're conscious and they should start saving, but before that, any parent or relative can get them started on a wealth building plan at 15 days old. You can get the product started. We call it the $1 Million Baby. So, whenever you're born into this world, you are a wealth building entity, right? Because we're our biggest asset, and we got to learn that at a young age, that we are producers. We're born here to produce.
Also, we should teach children, because they are always having money because someone's giving them money for their birthdays, holidays, just because I like you. And when they are given the money, and we teach them the principles in terms of what you should do when you receive it, and taking a percentage of it and putting it away. And they learn that early, they will go through life doing that.
Yeah, they will. My grandson is learning that now. He's in high school, and he's learning. The other day, he was saying, Grandma, I have to go to the bank. I'm like, bank? You got a bank account? I was really shocked that he had a bank account, but you are absolutely right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what made you to become or to get into finance, to talk about finance, and to educate the world about finance? Because as you know, YouTube is watching, and the Roku channel is watching. Over 3.65 million people is watching this show. So what made you decide that, hey, I need to teach people about finance? Anyone?
Well, one of the things that happened to me, I ended up taking my sister's children because she passed away at age 30 from cancer. And I inherited her kids. And I was thinking about that, and I said, she had a life insurance policy, but it was a small, very small policy. And it wasn't enough to really take care of her children. And I thought about that, and I said, I was fortunate enough to be in a position where I could take them and financially support them. But as a lot of people wouldn't be in that same situation, and she wanted all three of her children to be together. And to keep them together is a financial expense, especially if you're bringing them into your household and you had not budgeted for that. And I thought about that. I said, well, if people were taught that they need to be able to provide for their children and their relatives so that they don't have a financial burden if something like that happens to them as well, they wouldn't be so reluctant not to take them. They would be more embracing because they have a financial foundation to work upon and to build from.
Exactly. So I just wanted to pick up from there. Me being raised by a single mom, 4 children.
Well, we have a phone call, you guys. Let's see who's calling in. Good afternoon, the Dr. Alice Show. We'll come back to your questions. We got callers to call in. Can we have your caller and your name, please?
My name is Brenda.
Okay, Miss Brenda, you have a question for one of the panelists on the set. What is your question?
They were talking about children and how to get children started with financial wealth. I'm not sure which panelist that was, but can she give me can she give more information on that?
Can you give her more information about children's and financial wealth? Thank you, Miss Brenda, from calling in. And Miss Brenda, where are you calling in from?
Chicago, Illinois.
Whoa, Chicago, my hometown. Hey, audience, she's calling all the way from Chicago. All right, thank you. Let's answer her question.
You can schedule an appointment for a wealth building program for your children. It's in the form of a life insurance product, but there will be a number on the screen that you'll be able to capture, and we will follow up with you and give you all the information you need. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you for calling in, Miss Brenda. We welcome you. Thank you. And if you have anybody else in Chicago, have them come on in. We'll love to hear from them. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful.
Sure will. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, and have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right, that was one of our callers. Come in. Hey, I like that comment all the way from my hometown, Chicago. Okay, panelists, do you believe that financial literacy is the foundation of freedom?
Absolutely. Financial freedom is owning the responsibility of how to set up your own bank. When you can invest in your own banking system over time, then you do not have to go to a bank to borrow. You just borrow from yourself.
Exactly. And financial literacy is definitely where we should start, because what we say is what you don't know will hurt you, but it's just the start, because you got to have action behind that. So we do have action plans where we can actually set up to plan on purpose that you'll never run out of money, and we can deliberately plan for our next generation that they can be planned millionaires.
Mr. Butler, you want to answer that? Okay.
One of the things that I thought about was when we talk about financial literacy is that if I had...
Hold on, we got these callers calling in, you guys. Good afternoon and welcome to the Dr. Alice Show. You have a question for the panelists. Can we hear your question? And please state your name and the state you are calling from.
My name is Christine. The state I am calling from is Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, Atlanta's in the house. That's right, Atlanta's in the house. All right. Okay. All right, what's your question?
My question is, I have grandchildren. So how do I get information to set up a policy for my grandchildren?
Okay, her question was that she has grandchildren. How does she set up for her grandchildren? Any of you can answer that. Speak a little bit louder, because of course we're under the train and they make so much noise. So, but if you can speak a little bit louder.
Okay. So I have actually 6 grandchildren. So we very deliberately put plans in place for them. Everybody's situation is different, but we put plans in place for them to get started, and we don't have to wait for, like sometimes the parents are strapped because they have their day-to-day expenses, but actually a grandparent and aunt can set up a plan for them. So, and they are the owners of them. So you got to also teach them the financial literacy piece so they don't get money and they don't know what to do with it. So we set the plans up. We own them as well, and they can use them for college. They can use them for a business in their 20s, not when they get, in their 50s and 60s, and they can also use them to purchase real estate, tax-free.
Okay, that answered your questions, caller.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you for calling the Dr. Alice Show, and have a wonderful day. Okay, Mr. Butler, if you could continue.
As I was saying, financial literacy, if I had known about finance now when I was growing up, I would be in a better position to be able to retire. So that's the reason I wanted to make sure that I let everyone know that about the financial wealth and how they can build wealth and how this will help them in the future so they don't have to make the mistake that I made. in the past.
Okay. All right. Building generation wealth starts with one decision. Do you all agree with that? And give me some feedback on that.
Absolutely.
Generational wealth does take a decision, and it's one that we have to stand and make a position and stand firm on it. And that's one of the things that we do in terms of working with the baby.
We got another caller. Let's hold on. We are racking it up, y'all. We are racking it up. Good afternoon, the Dr. Ellis Show. Welcome. And you have a question for the caller? For the panel?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what's your question?
My question is.
Can you speak up a little bit louder? I'm sorry, we can't hear you.
Yes, my question is, I'm loving the way the ladies are sitting here and the gentlemen. You guys look beautiful. I was just
Thank
wondering,
you.
how
Thank you.
can I do what you're doing? Is there some kind of training, and what would I need to do in order to get started?
Very good question.
That's a beautiful question.
Yeah. And speak up so they can hear us.
Absolutely. We have a mentorship program to teach you how to start the business, how to go to your licensing, and how to make money. So this is a very lucrative income, but it's not simple. It's not easy, because easy is little or no effort. But step by step, you can be very successful as a financial professional.
Yes, and then I like to add that that when you make a decision to actually get involved in this industry is the only industry that creates the most millionaires. So very important decision for you to make. And as Betty said, we do have a mentorship program. And to get started, we welcome you because we service the underserved communities. And our job is endless because there's so many people that we need to get this message out to.
And the phone number to call is 678-725-5797.
Can you repeat that phone number again?
Phone number is 678-725-5797.
All right. Who doesn't want to be a millionaire? I want to be a millionaire. Audience, do you want to be a millionaire? Thank you for calling, caller, and have a wonderful day. All right. Now, how can young people best prepare for financial independence?
Get started. Get started now.
By saving, they have to have a savings plan that's going to meet their financial goals, their future financial goals. So unless you get started, there is no financial success. But savings is the key.
Okay, you say get started. Now, how can somebody get started if they got rent they got to pay, they got mortgage they got to pay, they got a car payment they got to pay, and they've got utilities, they got the everyday necessities that they have to do. So when you say get started, can they get started with $1, $10, or what do you suggest? How much do they get started with?
Well, what we do, we ask them to sit down with us, and we do a financial checkup with them so that we look at their income and their expenditures, and we find the money for them once they sit down and talk to us. Because one thing that happens is that on a daily basis, we spend money unconsciously, and we don't think about it. And most people that drink coffee, especially Starbucks, you're spending $8 to $10 a day. And you may go out and buy some fries or hamburgers or whatever, and let's say that you spent $10. Over 30 days, that $10 equals $300. Mm-hmm. And you didn't think about that, and you didn't really build it into your budget. So there's some money that you can grab right there and start your wealth building with that.
So you're saying instead of going to Starbucks, take that $10 and start saving and start investing.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Is it better to invest in real estate or start a business? That was a question that came in, and I'm like, okay, that's a very good question.
Okay, I want to answer that one. So it's better to do both. Why do you have to choose? Why do one or the other? You can start a business. I just recently met a very powerful lady, and she said by 18, kids need to already have their own business and be entrepreneurs. So we do teach entrepreneurship, and we teach money principles. And guess what? You don't need to have just one stream of income. Millionaires have at least 7 streams of income. So learn that and take advantage of it, and we are all building our streams of income here. We haven't arrived yet. We're still on our journeys.
Okay. Anybody else want to comment on that one?
I think she said it all.
She said it all. All right. All right. What is the advantage for people, and what can you say for people who's listening to this show, the Dr. Alice Show, who's living from paycheck to paycheck, and they want to start saving, they just don't know how to start saving? So what would you say to that?
I would say that they need to create another avenue of income. We all have gifts, skills, and abilities that will allow us to make additional income aside from our 9 to 5. So you have your W-2, but 1099 is my recommendation.
When you do an introspection and look at what it is that you're good at, that's usually the direction that you need to be in anyway. So that leads you into entrepreneurship. And you're on a job and you're giving that time to someone else. But if you could take that time and invest it in yourself, even on a part-time basis to get started, it will propel you into a arena that you can start appreciating yourself and what you're capable of doing and what God has given you as a talent, and you can use it to earn money from it.
Okay. What is your take on, that's a good question, on cryptocurrency and the future of personal finance? So if somebody says, oh, we don't want to do that, but we want to do cryptocurrency, what is your take on that?
Well, crypto is very popular, right? And we don't say this is bad and this is good. So, learn as much as you can about it. But I would like to kind of go over a financial strategy that I wish somebody had told me when I first started earning money. So a lot of people say 80-20, but what we advocate is that you take at least 50% of your income that you get and you spend that on your living expenses. So that's your housing, that's what you need to eat and live, and your utilities. The next 10% should be spent on giving. So that is... Hold
that thought. We got to go on break. Sure. And when we come on break, we're going to come back to you. Okay. I want to send a shout out to First Lady if she's watching this show. First Lady, we love you, and we just want to say we couldn't do or we couldn't have a better First Lady. So I just want to say thank you, First Lady. Also, if you're in the McDonough area, please visit the Stonecrest Church of Christ at McDonough 720 McConnell Road in McDonough, Georgia. Our minister there is Dr. Richard Barclay, and we would love to love on you, hug on you, and you'll sure enough have a good time. Also, the Issachar Conference is coming up. Producer, can you put that up on the screen for us, the Issachar Conference, so if people want to not come, but it is online for the Issachar Conference if they want to watch it. Producer, can you put that up on the screen for us? And while he's putting that up on the screen, I want to say thank you, ladies, for coming on. We're going to take a break, but when we come back from break, we'll start off where we left off at, and we have some more questions, and hopefully we'll have some more callers coming in. And again, audience, let me hear you. All right, we're going to go on break, and we'll be right back.
Good afternoon. I'm Lieutenant Elmer Horn with Douglas County Sheriff's Office, and we're here in one of our communities, and Sheriff Pounds is here with us. And Sheriff Pounds is very involved in his communities, and he come out. We brought out our grill and our smoker so we can come out and help cook for this community. And Sheriff Pounds himself has come out and helped cook with us, and he's here to cook and help these folks today.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the programs that I call Taking My Community Back. If you don't get out there and get involved in your community, you ain't gonna be able to get it back. And the sad part about it, we losing our young men at such a pace that it's unreal. We got to come up with something that will help us with these children. Got to. So this is what I'm doing. I love it. I'm out here in the sun. It's hot, but like I said earlier, we're going to do these until we get that gap between law enforcement and the community bridge. We're going to bridge that gap because we're going to get out of here. We're going to shake hands. We're going to find out if they got any kind of problem we can assist them with and invite them to the sheriff's office and come to the roll call. Just come see what's going on at the office. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you, Sheriff Pounds. And like I said, this is just one of many events that we bring this grill out to help with our communities and get involved. I'm here today at one of our community outreach days with our sound truck, and our sound truck is used for just what you see. We come out to community days, we play loud music, and be able to just have a good time with it and enjoy our community. At a sheriff's office, you get to see us in a little different light. We're not always out there writing tickets or locking people up. We come out to your community day and be a part of your day and help you celebrate your community. And this is just one of the ways that we can do that, was with our sound truck. We're here today in one of our communities. We brought our ice cream truck out. A lot of people like to laugh when I say the sheriff's office owns an ice cream truck, but this is exactly what it's for, is we bring it out to our communities. We give away ice cream. We don't charge for the ice cream. The ice cream is free. And we have partners in our businesses in our community that help pay for the ice cream so that we can give it away for free. And we give it away. We go to schools. This is just one of many events that we bring our ice cream truck to. We go to the school systems. We come out to community days, block parties. We just come out and see you and help you enjoy and celebrate your community. Thank you.
And welcome to TV 1061. Join our network and broadcast your film live across the continent. Come to our studio and film and stream your TV show, sitcom, and showcase and broadcast it worldwide. Combine multimedia with your live stream. Independent filmmakers show your movie and afterwards interview your cast live. Sponsors, advertisers, I'm talking to you. This is your chance for global exposure. These are exciting times that we're in. Traditional TV is but a thing of the past. TV 1061 is on the Roku platform. Roku is an industry leader in internet TV. It has a viewership of 53 million and counting. It is the most popular and fastest growing internet TV platform. If you are interested in developing and showcasing your movie or show, or interested in coming in as a sponsor or advertiser, please send us your contact information with a brief description of your interest to 1061tv@gmail.com. Thank you. Hi, my name is Lauren.
Wow, you guys, we've had a marvelous show sometime. All right, let's hear it again, audience. Let's get it. I just love my audience. I just love my audience. And every time you come on the Dr. Alice show, you will have an audience. Might not be like this, but we'll have an audience for you. And so we want to say again, welcome to the Dr. Alice show. Again, if you want to appear on the Dr. Alice show or get into my magazine, Spotlight Spectacular Magazine, we see you. Please dial 404-418-4125. And we've got good advertising specialists going on now. Or you can visit my website, www.Spotlight Spectacular Magazine. We see you. And again, we have a play that's coming up, the Shadow of Greatness play. You don't want to miss this play. If you're in the Atlanta area, please support Black business. Support this production. I've written this play, I wrote it, and I am the director of this play. Shadow of Greatness. It is a play about people that should have been in the history book, but they are forgotten. So please come out, watch this play Sunday, June the 22nd at the new Black Wall Street. Tickets are on sale and have been on sale. Purchase your ticket today. Don't wait. Purchase your tickets today. Go to eventbrite.com, eventbrite.com, and put in the Shadow of Greatness. So we want to see you on the Shadow of Greatness. This is a play that will be traveling. We will be going from state to state, telling people about history, some facts that people did not know. One of the facts is that a lot of people thought it was Rosa Parks who was first to give up her seat for a white woman. Although Rosa Parks started the boycott and she helped, we don't want to discredit her. But again, the person's name was Claudette Colvin. Remember that name, Claudette Colvin. She is still living today. She's 98 years old. I had the opportunity to speak to her, and I told her that I will help her tell her story around the world, and that's what I'm planning on doing. So again, please come out and support this play, Shadow of Greatness, at the new Black Wall Street Market on Sunday, June the 22nd. Doors will open at 2 p.m. The show will start at 3. And again, if you're in the McDonough area, please come and visit the Stonecrest Church of Christ at Mount Carmel Road, 720 Mount Carmel Road, with our great, fantastic, marvelous minister, Dr. Richard Barclay. We would love to have you. We will love on you, and we will show enough let you have a good time. And again, please have join us online for the Issachar Conference. My producer, can you put that up on the screen? The Issachar Conference information is there. And again, if you're if you're in the area and just be online, and the Issachar Conference is online. So I do apologize for that. It is online, the Issachar Conference, so please, you see the picture on the screen. And again, if you want to call into the show, look at the number on the screen, and we will get callers on the show. So without further ado, we're going to go back to our questions with our panel that we left off. And can we go back to our last conversation with our panel?
Okay, I'm going to finish this up really quickly. This is a guide for how you should allocate your income when it's coming in. So I already said the first one is 50% goes to living expenses. The next 10% goes to giving because you know you're going to get that back. The next 10% goes to long-term savings, and that's so you never run out of money. So that's a constant that you have. So when you get to the age where you stop working, which doesn't have to be 65. You know, my daughter is 45, and she said she's going to be job optional, and she's putting the plans in place to do that. 10% long-term savings. 10%, that's where the crypto comes in. So you can do real estate, crypto, invest in stock. But what we say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That is your wealth building strategy, where you put money there and you get a return quicker. The last 10%, ta-da, is for you. Make sure you spend on yourself so you don't leave yourself out. You work really hard. You deserve to have some play money every single month, 10%. That equals 100%. Good guideline to live your life by. Some people say, I don't have enough. 100% goes to living expenses. Guess what that means? You need to learn how to make additional money. They say money can't talk, but it has ears. So you can put your money to work, and it'll work just as hard as you.
All right. Another question that came in. How should someone prioritize paying off debt versus saving or investing?
The best way to pay off debt is to, if it's credit card debt, you would select the highest interest loans to pay off first. And as you pay those off, you use the money that you paid on the ones that are paid off now to pay off the next. And you continue that principle until you've paid down your debt.
And once you've gotten rid of that debt, that money is freed up for you to be able to put into a savings plan. And when you put it into the Index Universal Life policy and its savings, it multiplies and it grows exponentially. So you freed up yourself to be on another road to financial freedom.
Eliminate bad debt, but invest in assets that grows value. Give me some examples.
Well, when you're eliminating your debt, you're getting rid of that which is a burden for you. Now, all the things that you want to do and you see that you want to invest in, you have the freedom to be able to take that money and put it into different pockets. However, we do have a program where you can put your money into the stock market and never have the downside of the stock market. You only get the upside. That's because we are able to put a floor under you. When the market drops, you won't lose a thing. And when it's growing, it goes into your account. So you are a winner all the way around.
Bad debt is credit card debt. That's where you're paying compound interest and you never pay it off. Good debt is when you put your money in a place where you are getting compound interest. So we do show you how to take advantage of that. So have your money work, compound interest, outpace inflation. Get tax-free money.
Mr. Butler, you want to elaborate on that?
One of the things that I always would do is make sure, as my panelist said, that pay off the credit card, the one that has the most interest. And after you do that, you begin to take care of the next debt and begin to save. And when you begin to save, you can start investing back into your wealth.
All right, we got a call. Let's take the call. Good afternoon, and thank you for calling in to the Dr. Alice Show. You have a question. What is your question?
Yes, my question is,
first of all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. First of all, where are you calling from?
Money.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Where are you?
Citizen.
Okay. I'm sorry. Where are you calling from, and what is your name?
Okay, my name is Shirley Barclay.
Yay! First Lady! Let's give her some more. Let's give her some more love, y'all. All right. All right, First Lady. Your question again.
My question is, how can a senior citizen lower their risk of losing money when they are investing in different things?
Ooh,
how can they lower their risk?
That's a good question.
As a senior citizen, because so many times senior citizens are taken advantage of. So how would they lower their risk of investing their money in different terms?
So first of all, you want to get with a trusted advisor, right? So get a recommendation from someone and get that information first. And then put your money in a safe place, right? There's a lot of places. There's a window of time when you need to not be investing in risky types of investments, and that's like 5 years prior to your retirement age and 5 years after. So secure your monies. We have strategies where you can roll your monies over, secure your assets, and you do not have to pay taxes right away. And you can also not participate, as Alice said, in the downturns in the market, and you can gain when the market is on the rise. So we can educate you on that so you know exactly what you're involved in. Good question.
Okay.
Very good question.
Thank you so much.
And again, let's give it up for First Lady for calling in. Whoa! Thank you for calling in, First Lady, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, Brother Butler.
One of the things that I want to thank you, Alice, because of the things that you've been doing for the people in the community. So we want to just thank you for all the things that you have been doing and continue doing. I know you're going to continue doing because
Thank you.
That's just you.
Thank you. All right, now, here's the big question. We had a caller to call in earlier. They wanted to find more information, and I think that was wonderful. They want to get on board. Again, let's really stress that, how they can get involved from each one of you. I know, Mr. Butler, if you want to give them your number, you're here, and Anita, I know you all are out of town. Just give the audience different avenues of where they can get in touch with each one of you. But before you answer that question, let's go to these calls. I'm telling you, these phones are ringing today. Okay, what happened? Let's see. Nope. Okay, we'll wait till they call back. So hopefully we won't, it'll let us get through. So we'll start off with you, Mr. Butler. Give them your information where they can get in touch with you, the information they would need to get in touch with you.
My name is Theodis Butler. My phone number is 678-725-5797. Again, that number is 678-725-5797. I have email tbutrph@icloud.com. Thank you.
The rest of the panel, let's give some information out.
I'm Betty Davis Lee. I can be reached at 310-722-9488 for a no obligation policy review or wealth building class.
Now you said 312. Did you say
310?
Oh, 310. Okay, I thought you said 312 because 312 was Chicago. I'm like, let me get the Chicago people. Okay, all right.
My name's Anita Ferns, like Anita Baker, and my phone number is 323-394-5313, and I service people of all ages and will put a personalized plan in place for you.
My name is Alice Jumper, and my telephone number is 310-743-3492, and I will put in place a strategy for you to move from where you are and project you into a better financial future.
All right, sounds like wonderful. Okay, so building, my understanding and the uptake of this is building financial security for one, building wealth so that your family can be able to be secure in their near future, and especially for kids. If you have kids, this is the time, as you said, this is the time to start now because it's never too late. Is that what I'm understanding?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. All right, you all. This is wrapping up our show. And so I want to thank my panelists for being here today. And the last question that came on, they says, are they coming back on your show? I'm like, I don't know. You got to ask them. So you have been asked to come back. And
absolutely, we're going to come back.
They're going to come back. Oh. All right. So audience, they will be back. We will schedule them to come back in the near future, hopefully soon, because this is a very interesting thing that everybody should know about it. And I'm going to put them, they didn't know this, I'm going to put them in Spotlight Spectacular magazine. So people can know about them all around the world, because my magazine, Spotlight Spectacular, is a global magazine. It goes all the way from Europe, from Egypt to Asia to Mexico to the Virgin Islands to Africa and Australia. So my magazine is everywhere. So they will be featured in that magazine soon. And again, I want to thank my audience. Let's give my audience for being on there. And again, if you want to appear on the Dr. Alice Show, 404-418-4125. Again, if you want to appear on the Dr. Alice Show, 404-418-4125. And again, producer, put up Issachar Conference on the screen. Please attend the Issachar Conference online. It's free. Online, it's free. And so I'm sure you will get a handful, a mouthful, and it will send you some blessing. Matter of fact, one of the speakers that's here is Mrs. Linda Butler, Brother Butler's wife. She's one of the speakers. Let's give her a hand, you guys. So you don't want to miss her on the Issachar Conference again. If you are in the McDonald area, please come and visit us at Stonecrest Church of Christ. We would love to hear you. 720 Montgomery Road. Again, one of the finest, magnificent minister. Dr. Richard Barclay is our minister, and we love him. First Lady, you heard from her, and we just want to say hello. Let me give a shout out to my family in Chicago. I could not leave my show without saying hello to my family. Shout out, thank you all for supporting me, and I want to say I love you, God love you, and God bless, and we'll see you on my next show.